so much time this month. So I'm super pumped to introduce our speaker tonight because this girl has just both holidays she's had in this business has showed how she knows how to kick butt during the holiday season. And we all know it's all about mindset. And so I'm not going to take up any of Whitney's time, but I want to introduce Regional Vice President Whitney Haynes, coming to us from the Nashville, Tennessee area. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the call over to Whitney, who's going to share with us about what activity looks like during these great months of November and December. So Whitney,
Yep.
I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Is my connection okay?
Yes.
Good. Okay, great. Usually I'm frozen, so that's really good. Okay, you guys, well, I am so excited really to just jump in and start talking about our topic tonight. And honestly, I just want to say, like, I'm just really honored that I have the privilege to sit and chat with you guys tonight about activity during the holiday season. And when I look back on the courses of my business, because if you've been in Arbonne any longer than 30 or 60 days, every single one of us have had a period in our business where it's like this, and it's like this, and it's like this, and it's like this. But during the holiday seasons, it truly is the best opportunity for your business to go from wherever it is right now to this. There's no excuses. So that's why I'm so excited to share with you guys on activity during the holiday season tonight. And I have to like back up a little bit and just share with you guys that, and I love that Beth introduced me this way. It really is all about mindset. And so we actually had, if you guys are an area manager, you already know what I'm talking about. If you're not an area manager, I want to encourage you to get there as soon as possible, because we had an amazing training the other day. It happens a couple of times a month from Executive National Vice President Mo Boker. And I just want you guys to know one of the simplest things that she said that will forever stick with me. And it's so super simple, but she said, just like bikini bodies are made in the winter, so are regions and nations. So are regions and nations, you guys. And I want you to think about that, because when we're talking about activity in the holiday season, it's not just about what you want your paycheck to look like next month, even though next month is a huge month, not just for us in Arbonne, but for everyone all over for Christmas, how they're going to get that extra cash. And am I frozen?
Hey there, Whitney. We can.
Hey, Beth, am I frozen?
Yeah, every once in a while your face freezes, but we can hear you talk. So just keep talking. I'll stop you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, shoot me a text if it gets bad.
Okay.
I just upgraded my internet in hopes that this wouldn't happen, but we'll see. Okay, you guys. So just like bikini bodies are made in the winter, so are regions and nations. And so my point is we all started this business. Most of us started this business for an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. And if you're new on the call, guess what? This is the best time of year to make that happen. But I also want to say that this is the best time of year to gear yourself up to be walking across the national vice president or the national vice president. There's absolutely no excuses. And one of the things that I love is that people are already online. People are already shopping, because it's the wave of the 21st century. It's 2017. People are sitting at home right now in front of their computer screen, just like you and I.
Sorry about that. Okay, you're good, Whitney.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you mute me? Was I frozen?
Well, no, you're fine. It was we had a couple other people not muted, and I accidentally muted you, so I apologize, you guys.
Oh, okay.
Difficulties.
Hang on. I'm just going to move into the other room.
Okay.
I'm going to sit in the floor because that's what we do. Sorry, guys. My house is under construction right now, so there's not a whole lot of areas that I can go. So let's see, what was I talking about? So this is the best time of year, ultimately, for anyone to start an Arbonne business and get to where you want to go. And it's also the best time of year for you to pick up wherever it is that you're at and have that peak in your business like we were talking about. So just to, a couple of years ago, you guys, even last year, you guys, life is never perfect. Like, like right now, I'm under construction, right? I could use that as an excuse or a reason to not work my Arbonne business. Last year, there were crazy things going on in my house and with my personal family. I could have used it as an excuse to not work my Arbonne business during the holiday seasons. 2 years ago, and probably one of the hardest times that I've ever experienced in my Arbonne business, I was a mom of my third son, like a new mom. He was 6 weeks old. We had just moved across country. My calendar looked really sad. So if you're tuning in tonight and your calendar does not look the way that you want it to look, that's okay, because it was truly this week, you guys, the week before Thanksgiving week, that I made a decision. And we talk about that all the time. We talk about having to make a decision to get from wherever it is that you are in your Arbonne business to wherever it is that you want to go. But you guys, it's more than just writing it down on paper, and it's more than just wishing it in your head. So if you have a pen and if you have a paper, I want you to take out your notebook and I want you to write, I will act. I will act. Action, like underline it, write it in big capital letters, because whatever I'm going to say next, it doesn't matter if you're not willing to do the do after. It doesn't matter. You guys, everything that I'm going to repeat tonight are things that have been filtered down from our top field leaders on this call. It's information that we've heard over and over and over, but it will only work for you this holiday season if you're willing to do the do and if you're willing to put in the work. That's it, you guys. It doesn't matter if you have a tree fall on your house. It doesn't matter if you have a newborn baby. It doesn't matter if you move across country. You guys, it doesn't matter if your friends and family won't support you in this business opportunity. Whatever your obstacles are, I promise you, you can have a great holiday season if you implement the things that we're going to talk about. So guys, this is the best time of year. Again, people are at home right now sitting in front of their computer screens, just like you and I, and they're browsing for online deals, right? That's what they're looking for. They're trying to figure out what they're going to buy for Susie, what they're going to buy for Jane, what they're going to buy for their, 5-year-old's teacher at school. And you know what? You guys, we have what people are looking for. We have some of the most sought after products. And I even asked someone the other day, I said, hey, listen, if you have, and I don't want to say company names, but I said, if you have this company on your list to stop by on Black Friday and pick up some products, I would love to show you how Arbonne could be a fit for you and your family, and I could save you a ton of money. You guys, and just because I don't want to say company names, I'm talking like lotions and shower gels and all those things that we have. You guys, that's what people fill stocking stuffers with. That's what people buy people when they don't know what else to get them, right? And that's what we have to offer in our holiday catalog, and we can also give that to people at an amazing discount. So not only just sales, you guys, but this is the best time of year, and if you haven't done this yet, I highly encourage you to do so. This is the best time of the year to set up your Dream Team Zoom. And some of you guys are like, what? A dream team? Like, what are you talking about? You guys, you will take your business to the next level when you teach and train other people how to do this business with you. And if you don't feel confident in teaching and training someone how to do this business with you, that's what a third-party validation is for. That's what your upline is for. But I promise you, there are people that are going to go to sleep tonight and they're going to be stressing out thinking about how they're going to finagle money from one bank account to the other bank account to pay for Christmas this year. And you guys, we have the gift. So if you haven't set up a Dream Team Zoom yet, this is the perfect time. If you haven't talked to those people that are on your chicken list, this is the perfect time of the year. Maybe there's someone that's been really heavy on your heart. This is the perfect time of year. The other thing that this is perfect for are bookings. And some of you guys are like, gosh, there's no way. People are so busy. There's holiday parties. There's this, there's that. There's shopping. For goodness sakes, you guys, we can help people do their Christmas shopping. This is the best time of year for bookings. And sometimes we have to get a little bit creative in the way that we entertain the idea with people, but a booking is a booking. And I don't care if there's 2 people there, if there's 3 people there, if there's 10 people there. It's getting me in front of people and it's maximizing my time. So just to kind of give you guys an example, and there's also a very specific training on this. If you go back, you can find it on Carleeta's page. It's called Fortune and the Follow-Up. It's on YouTube. And it was something that I did a couple years ago with very specific verbiage that I'm not going to talk about tonight. But just as like a general, you guys, when I'm talking to someone and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to help you with your holiday shopping. We should just get a few girls together. I can swing by and pamper you all. And if you're interested in purchasing some Christmas items, I can get you some free and discounted stuff and let all your friends shop at a way better deal than what they're going to get at the store, whatever you want to say, right? And if they're like, oh my gosh, I so wish I could, but we're so busy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm like, hey, you know what? No big deal. I would love to just swing by one day whenever you get off work, and I can pamper you real quick. And if there's anything you're interested in, I can get you some discounted stuff, right? So I'm taking it from a booking to a one-on-one. You guys, this is the best time of year for one-on-ones. And then what do I do when I book a one-on-one presentation? After I book the one-on-one presentation, awesome, Beth, so excited. I'll be there on Thursday. I'll bring whatever it is that I told her that I would bring. And just so you know, I'll have some extra stuff. If you have a couple ladies that want to stop by, no big deal. I can pamper them too. And I know that like sometimes mentally we look at that and we're like, oh, it's just a one-on-one. You guys, that could be your next business builder. That could be the next person that steps into your business and cranks it up a notch and lights a fire under you, right? You can't discount that one-on-one presentation. That one-on-one presentation can turn into a 3-on-1 and $1,000 in sales. You never know. But you guys, ultimately and truly, it goes back to what I've already said. Where's your head right now? Is your head looking at the calendar going, gosh, Thanksgiving's next week? I just don't know how I'm going to pull this out for November. You guys, I am telling you, if you have a plan, and I'm going to talk about that next. If you have a plan and you work the plan and you work the system for success, you will have a rocking November. I don't care if your web stats say 0 right now. I don't care if you're a team of 1 like I was a couple of years ago. And I do just want to share my numbers with you guys before I share this document. Because truly, you guys, it really was that power of the decision. And so the month that I had my son a couple years ago in October, I was a less than maintaining area manager doing $6,900 in sales. So not 10, right? I was a less than maintaining area. The month of November, we moved across country. The week of Thanksgiving, so you guys even have a heads up. The week of Thanksgiving, I made that decision. And I thought, you know what? I am not going to let November stink like it did last month. I am not going to let November be October. I need this business. My Ys are worth it, and I'm going to work it. Right? I'm going to work this business with everything that I can and every angle that I possibly can. We jumped up a whole whopping $2,500. So I made that decision and we jumped up $2,500. That's adding one new person, right? But this is the power of the decision. Because that week of Thanksgiving and using the documents that we have in place and everything that our uplines have taught us before, you guys, we jumped from 8,600 to 20,000. 20,000. Who doesn't want that doubled for that AIT trip? Who doesn't want that kind of momentum that's going to spur you into going region and walking across the stage at GTC? Who doesn't need that paycheck right after Christmas? Right? You guys, no matter what your whys are right now and no matter where you're at in this business, all of these things that I'm going to share, you can implement. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to talk about and go over kind of quickly a document that I feel like was a huge staple and a huge turning point for me in my business just a couple of years ago, and I use it religiously. In fact, sometimes mid-year, I'm like, I need to revisit that document because it's so good. And sometimes I feel like I need some extra volume in June, right? So I love this document. And really, you guys, if you take 30 minutes of your time, and you print this out, and you guys, I'm speaking to you like you're hungry for this opportunity. Because if you're checking in on this call, and if you're listening to what I have to say, then I know that you're hungry for this opportunity of Arbonne. And if you're hungry for this, it should be a no-brainer. You're going to print this paper out and you're going to fill it out, okay? So printing this paper out, and I love it. I don't know who came up with it. Maybe Beth did, but it's posted on her website, and I'm sure it can be trickled down to the other nations if you guys haven't seen this before. But this is all about doubling everything that we have in the month of November towards that AIT trip. And it's also going to get you a really nice fat paycheck for the month of November and December. And you guys too, like let's pretend like you're a team of 1 and you have nothing on your calendar right now and your head is in the gutter and you're just like, I don't know how I'm going to do anything. Okay, A1, start reading. And then number 2, start filling out this worksheet and just start deciding that you're going to get some form of activity on your calendar and start chasing those rabbit trails. So this document is truly just like a brainstorming tool for you. And if you put one foot in front of the other and start taking action today, you will get activity on your calendar for next week. You will get activity on your calendar for the last week of November, and your December will be amazing. That's if you're at 0 right now. You can still turn this part of the month around and have an amazing December. So this document just says, Who are 5 people that you want in your business? And we already talked about that. You guys, feel confident in sharing this business opportunity this time of year because we have what everyone is looking for. Who are 5 people that you know that need this business this time of year, right? Offer it to people. And we may offer it to 5 and maybe one of those people will say yes right now. But what if the other 3 or 4 or however many say yes in January or February? You guys, you have to plant the seed sometime. So why not do it now, right? Increase your odds right now when everything that we have is going for you. The odds are in your favor. Who are 20 people that you know that are interested in shedding some extra pounds? You guys, again, no excuses, right? I'm almost 6 months pregnant and I'm doing the 30 days to healthy living and I haven't cheated. My husband wanted to go have wings today and I had a grilled chicken salad. Like, come on, guys, no excuses. Who are 20 people that you know that are interested in shedding some extra weight? You guys, I'm already posting healthy recipes. I'm posting people's before and afters. I'm posting their texts that they're sending to me. You guys, I'm marketing my business because I promise you, and I had this idea the other day, come close to December, everyone's going to be thinking about what dress they're going to wear for New Year's Eve. You guys, I know people are thinking about turkey and stuffing right now, but there are those ladies in the world and there are those men in the world that are thinking about what they're going to wear on New Year's Eve and how they're going to look in that outfit. Who are people that you know that need to shed some extra pounds? You guys, who are 10 people that you want a gift from your Arbonne store? Who are those people? You guys, I was making a list yesterday. Everybody in my family, I've already told them, hey, just so you know, you're going to get Arbonne for Christmas. And they're cool with that. My mom was like, oh, good. I love the protein shakes. I love the fish sticks. And she's like giving me her Arbonne wish list. You guys, use your mall because you truly have a mall that you can shop from. I mean, think about it. If they put stores in malls that sell the products that we have, you have your own mall, right? It's just virtual. I was listening to Executive National Vice President Eunice Ray speak the other day, and she said, I tell people all the time, she said, I am Amazon Prime, but for your face. You guys, that's exactly what we are. We're Amazon Prime, but for the face. Who are 10 guys that you can help do some shopping for them? Who are 10 guys that you can say, hey man, listen, I know your schedule's crazy. I know that you and your wife have kids at home, but I would love to help you get some amazing products for your wife for Christmas. She's going to be forever grateful. She's going to kiss your neck and love you. You're going to be the man that hung the moon if you introduce her to these products. You can even say, you know, I know that your wife has been wanting to try these things and she didn't really want to spend the money on herself, but I would love to help you get a great deal, whatever that looks like. And vice versa. If you're a man on the call, be reaching out to those women and to their husbands, right? It doesn't matter what your sex is, what your gender is. You can reach out both ways because we have Christmas gifts for both sexes. Who are 10 people that love to donate to charity? You guys, you have to pull up this document, and I'm going to scroll down just for time purposes. But seriously, look at this. If you fill this document out, you could have total $20,790 in volume, and that's before any doubling takes place. Like, how incredible is that? Before any doubling takes place. Like, tell me that's not insane. I will tell you guys that I started filling this document out whenever my business went from that 6,900 to 20,000, right? And then what happened the next month was that we jumped to 22,900. And then what happened the next month is that we hit 47. Guess what, you guys? That's Region Qual. That's Region Qual. So I don't care. Again, I don't care where you're at in your business right now. I don't care if you're a team of 1, if you're sitting at 0. If you take the time to do the do and follow the rabbit trail, which is what I want to end with, you can truly have the best holiday season yet. So what does following that rabbit trail look like? Because this is what I see happen. Some of you guys are sitting here and you're like, I don't have anyone to ask. Like, I asked everybody last month when they were doing the sign up for free special. I asked everybody the month before when they were doing this. I asked everybody that I know at GTC. Guess what, you guys? This is the perfect time to follow up with everyone. Every single person that you've ever spoken the words Arbonne to, and every person that you've ever been too afraid. Like Carleeta says, have that 40 faces sheet and write down those people that you're afraid to talk to. Pull that sheet out, you guys, because this is the best time of year to bring it up. And so what following the rabbit trail looks like is ultimately and truly when you start someone anywhere, so like let's say we're starting talking about the business opportunity and they're not interested. They don't want to hop on your dream team call. They don't want to know anything about the business right now. That's okay. Don't take it personal. But just because it's a no to that doesn't mean that it's going to be a no to something else. And so we work them through the funnel. So maybe they're not interested in joining our team. Okay, no big deal. Hey, I would love to swing by, just like I said earlier. If you have a few ladies that want to get together, I would love to help you guys get some great discounted things for Christmas shopping. I would love to pamper you. You guys, the day after, or Black Friday, and I actually got this from Beth, is an amazing day to have parties. Amazing. It's like the best time because people, what do? They wake up at midnight, they go stand in line somewhere, their feet are exhausted, and then we can swing by and bless them with a quick healthy happy hour or a foot spa. We can give them samples of fizz, we can make them shakes, we can have them soak their feet, whatever that looks like, and then they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I got my shopping done, I got a foot soak today, I feel so good, like I could do so much more. So it really is however we paint that picture. So I'm asking them if I can swing by for a quick little get together. And then if they're like, you know what, I just don't have any time. We're going out of town. I'm going to be in Texas for Thanksgiving for a week and a half. I don't know, whatever their excuse is. I'm going to say, you know what, it's no big deal. Hey, do you work tomorrow? I could totally swing by tomorrow on your lunch break. Or I could totally swing by tomorrow whenever you get off work, and use the swing by verbiage. You guys, like verbiage is, like, don't be weird about it. Just be you, right? Don't be weird and awkward. Just say what's next. But you also have to have the mindset that a no to a group presentation doesn't mean that they don't want your products. That's not what that means. It just means that they don't see and they can't visualize how that could fit into their schedule. We're like professional brainstormers. Do you guys know that? That's what we are. We like help people problem solve, and we help them brainstorm, and we help them figure out a way that we can bless them and pamper them. Because think about it, who doesn't want what we have to offer? Like, and I think it was Sherry Nichols said one time she was having a hard time booking her calendar, and Carleeta asked her, do you think it's like torture for someone to get a facial? And she was like, oh no, I love our facials. And then we'll never forget that. You guys, how do you view what we do? Because it ultimately and truly comes back to mindset. I know that everyone is going to feel amazing whenever they leave one of my spas or a one-on-one. I know that they are. And so I know that they want to work that into their schedule. So work them down. They're not interested in the business. Maybe they're interested in hosting something. Maybe they're interested in you just swinging by and giving them a little personal touch. And you know what? If they're not interested in that, hey, you know what? I get it. It's a crazy season right now. I would love to pop a sample in the mail. You can even go ahead, schedule your December, schedule your January. I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that's still on my goal list to this day is to have my calendar completely packed out for 60 and 90 days straight. 60 and 90 days straight. You guys, if it's busy right now because of Thanksgiving, okay, you know what? That's okay. I only had a couple of days open in November anyway. How about we look at December? You guys, I'm busy, right? I'm busy. I have a busy schedule. I have kids. I have family. I have priorities. Let them know that. Don't make someone think that you're just sitting there like, oh my gosh, I have to have this right now. Oh my gosh, please answer the phone. I need it for November, right? Let them know that you've got other priorities as well. Like, hey, you know what? It's no big deal. Let's go ahead and pick a date in December. In the meantime, I'll pop a sample in the mail and you can be trying some of the things that you're going to get to experience that night, right? So make sure that you're following those rabbit trails. Make sure that you're asking people for referrals. Vendor fairs. You guys, there are vendor fairs galore. If you are like, I've run out of my warm market, I don't have anyone else to ask, and you really shouldn't feel like you don't have anyone else to ask unless people have looked at you and they're like, do not ever talk to me about Arbonne again. Because unless they say that to you, there's always another way that I can reach out and follow up. Sometimes we have to get creative about it. You guys, I've also been in situations before where, I just followed up with a couple of preferred clients, 2 weeks ago, but you know what? I'm following back up with them. Hey there, Susie. I know that you were good a couple weeks ago, but I just wanted to let you know Arbonne has an awesome incentive out right now. You can get a free gift, you can get free shipping, and I'm just giving you a quick little update. Let me know if you want to claim your free stuff. Like, I'm just doing the do, right? I'm just making sure that they have the information that they need. So The other thing, you guys, is, what was I going to say? Oh, I lost it. It's gone. Vendors. We were talking about vendors. Okay, so vendor events. You guys, there are vendors everywhere. So if you're like, I don't have a warm market, everyone's told me no, a rude no, and I don't have anyone to follow up with. Guess what? There's like a vendor fair happening every other day. Seriously, every other day. Why? Because this is the best time of year to Christmas shop. This is the best time of year to get your volume up. So what that looks like, you guys, and trust me, the first time I ever did a vendor fair, I thought, okay, I'm going to like walk out of here with like thousands of dollars in sales because there's so many people. And if you haven't done one yet, just so you know, it doesn't happen. I mean, it could. I'm not saying it's not possible, but most of the time with what we do, it doesn't happen. So here's some fun little creative ways. If you're doing a vendor fair, if you're setting up at a gym somewhere, it doesn't matter where you're setting up, as long as you're getting in front of people, you have to have something that lets people know that you're willing to service them. So what I did this past weekend is we had like this little tin bucket and there was pieces of paper in there. And when ladies would walk up, I'm like, oh my gosh, good morning. How are you guys? And I'm fun and bubbly and inviting, because if you don't talk to people at your booth, then they're not going to want to get to know you, right? So I'm being fun and I'm being inviting, and I'm like, so have you guys ever heard of Arbonne before? And they say, no, I haven't. Like, what is Arbonne? I'm like, oh my gosh. So I have to tell you real quick. Basically, if you take a shower, we have something for you. And I do this cute little chuckle, right? It's the same thing every time. And then I say, but seriously, we're just a healthier alternative to things that you already use. We have pure, safe, and beneficial products. We're plant-based, vegan certified, and we've been around for almost 38 years. Crazy, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And so then I'll let them know, I have some testers over here. I know it's cold outside. Your hands are probably dry. Here, squirt some of this on, rub your hands. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm doing this so I'm like greeting them, inviting them, breaking down walls so that they like me and that they trust me. And if you make people laugh really quick, then they start to be your friend really quickly. And then I'm letting them draw for a free hand massage, a free foot massage, a free nutrition assessment, right? Free, like free is the word. Guys, that is what we do in Arbonne. We give free servicing sessions, and I don't want that to sound bad, but we have good things for people. And so they would walk up and I would say, oh my gosh, do you want a chance to win a free hand massage, a free foot massage, a free nutrition assessment? And they were like, yes, please. Hand massage, absolutely. And so they would draw, and there was also like a 20% off your next purchase. Just get creative. Like, what do you want to offer? Guys, the thing about this business is that there's no right or wrong way, right? Whenever you make that decision that you want to be walking across the stage, or you want to have an awesome November and December because you want to earn that AIT trip, when you make that decision in your head, this is what happens. You jump, you have faith inside of you that this business is going to work and that your whys are so big that you're not going to let anything stop you. So you jump and you grow your wings on the way down. That's what happens. You guys, just because I'm telling you what I did this last weekend doesn't mean that you have to do it the exact same way. Put your spin on it, right? And I'm going to end you guys with this because we are right at 9 o'clock. I wanted to read this to you guys because this is what I see happen all the time. The only thing that will stop you from whatever you're thinking in your head right now, and whatever it is that you want your goals to be, is ultimately and truly yourself and procrastination. And so this was a repost, and you guys have probably saw this, but I loved it so much that I had to share it with you guys again tonight. And basically it talks about the difference in passion and procrastination. And so I think about our whys, and I think about how passionate each and every single one of us about why we're doing this business. And so basically, the repost says, you're either passionate and you're, wait, hang on, let me back up. You're either passionate, and so you're taking action, moving towards something. So what are you passionate about? What are you moving towards? Or you're procrastinating and standing still, right? So a lot of us are looking at our calendar being like, gosh, I have to work tomorrow. Gosh, I need to put the kids to bed. Gosh, my kid's sick. Guys, my kid's sick right now. Like, I could be procrastinating, but I'm not. And then it says, but true passion calls you forth. It fuels your fire. It ignites you to take action. So please don't say that you're passionate about something, or that you have a goal and that you want to accomplish something, or that you have this dream to do something, but then show up each and every single day and not do the work that it takes to make it a reality. You guys, that list, those goals, all of those things that we chatted about tonight, again, it goes back to that one word that you wrote at the top of your paper, action. If you're not willing to do it, nothing's going to change. Right? Nothing's going to change. And change your mindset in the process and decide today that you're going to have an awesome November. It says if you're not passionate about it, then you're going to find an excuse. You're going to find an excuse and a reason to procrastinate in your business. So set a goal. Become passionate about it. Become passionate about that goal tonight. Get on fire about it. Get focused. And then destroy your procrastination. Take immediate, massive, and most importantly, consistent action to fuel your business, right? Guys, we're not talking about being consistent for the next 48 hours. We're talking about being consistent for the next 90 days in your business so that you can ultimately and truly have the goals that most of us set out to get whenever we start this Arbonne business. And you can be getting those keys to your shiny white Mercedes and changing the lives of thousands of people. You guys, to this day, like I just met a consultant in my organization at this vendor thing that I was at the other day that I had never met before. She wouldn't answer my phone calls. The person in between us hadn't connected us. And I said, your name sounds really familiar. Guess what, you guys? She was in my web stats somewhere. We are changing thousands of lives. And sometimes we don't even know who those people are. So let your passion push you through procrastination, because I will tell you guys right now, it's so easy to procrastinate this time of year, but you have so much to gain if you can find your fuel and if you can find your fire and if you can push yourself. Because if you're procrastinating on something, then it's not really your passion after all. It's just a daydream. That's all it is, you guys. And I mean, this one last thing, I have to say this. You have to remember and look at your business like this. It is truly a privilege. It is a privilege for each and every single one of us to have this opportunity to work our business tenaciously this time of year. It's not a sacrifice. What we do is not a sacrifice, you guys. It's a privilege to pay the price for your dreams. It truly is. Someone has gifted you with this opportunity, and you have the best privilege to work your hiney off for your dreams, right? So that you can go out and teach and train this opportunity to other people so that they can do the exact same thing for their dreams and so on. So that's what I have tonight, you guys. I don't know if any of it made sense, but I know that I'm excited about it and that you need to check out that document and that you need to fill the document out, because there's no reason why people won't join your team this time of year because they need money. There's no reason why they won't host group presentations. They're already shopping. There's no reason why they're not willing to let you stop by one-on-one if their schedule is too busy. You guys, there's no reason for us to have excuses. This is the best time of year. So I hope that you guys are just as excited about the holiday season as I am. If anyone has any questions, I am here for a couple more minutes, and I would love to help you guys address those. And sorry for the connection issues in the beginning.
Hey, Whitney, that was amazing. And I don't know what happened, but when you got into this room, the connection has been perfect. So,
okay, well, my box is like right there, so it should be.
Okay, so maybe this is the go-to training room. That was incredible. Yeah. And honestly, one of my favorite things that you just said was when you said this is a privilege, not a sacrifice. But then at the very beginning, when you said, I will act, I love that, you guys, because we have to take this. Like, Whitney, you said your numbers in October were 6,900. Was that right?
6,900.
Okay, so 6,900 in October, but I wanted to say this because just 5 months later, on April 1st, you were a regional vice president. Mm-hmm. So that means that every single one of you that's listening to this training, whether it be live or recording, can be walking across the stage April 1st as a new regional vice president. Because that would be her October number. So think about what you can do with that. That's incredible. Guys, I know there was a couple of questions in there about people who ask for 2018 and wanna.
Mac, is that you?
See, Ramona, that we can hear your dog. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you real quick. And now she's muted. But there was a couple of people who asked that. And you guys, I'll just share some of the things that I say. And I'm sure Whitney has some things she'd like to add to this as well. And you guys, when you see that list, you'll kind of see, because it gives ideas for different things. And we'll make sure that every MVP on this call has that list. So we'll make sure those are posted tonight in your respective Facebook pages. But what I like to do is I like to have, like, I break down November and December into like kind of sections. So like Black Friday weekend or Friday Saturday and Sunday, I have certain specials, and it doesn't mean that I have 50% off of everything or anything like that, but you create excitement around the holidays. That's what every retail establishment out there does, you guys. They create excitement around these days, and we can do the exact same thing. Saturday is Small Business Saturday. And, you know, when somebody says, well, I want to wait till 2018, say, oh, darn it. And they're going to be like, why? What's wrong? Well, in 2018, I'll be doing some fun stuff, but not like I'm doing after Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and the end of November, or if you're trying to book December, whatever it might be. I mean, we just have to create urgency and excitement around it, you guys. I always like to offer in December people who book for me in like the first 10 days. So in those first 10 days, if they book for me in the first 10 days, everybody that comes to their presentation gets a gift. And I go to Target and I get those $2 holiday socks, you know, and I make sure I know how many people my host is going to have. Let's say she has 5 people there. It's going to cost me $10 and some change with tax, you guys, but it's well worth me getting the booking. And then you can have a chunk of time because between the 10th and the 20th. And you guys, people always forget about the week after Christmas, which is a big presentation time as well. So it's just creating urgency around that and turn it into something, but just make sure you say that to them when people say, oh, I want to wait. Say, oh, bummer, because I have so many amazing things that I'm doing. And you might not even know yet what you're going to do, but you could just throw that out there. And I promise you guys, because people are gathering already, we just have to remember that they're gathering in their mind, just like whenever you start somebody new with Arbonne and they feel like they're too busy to do Arbonne, and that means their calendar and their schedule is all in their head, right? But as soon as we get, it's just like Carleeta's training, when she throws that calendar out on a piece of paper and we realize there is tons of time, even if we work 50 to 60 hours a week and raising kids, we can find the time to do Arbonne. Well, that's what's going on in folks' heads right now too. So I'm like, gosh, I really want you to benefit from these fun specials I have right now. I don't want you and your friends to miss out. Do you mind if like we look and see, because I promise it'll only take a couple of hours. So it's really just about inspiring them to what we have to offer this time of the year, and then showing how we can add a little added fun. So Whitney, do you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I don't think so. And I really thank you guys. If you're excited about what you have to offer, then other people are going to be excited about it. They feed off you. So if you're reaching out to people this time of year and you're like, hey, listen, I know it's the holidays. I know you're so busy. I'm so sorry to bug you right now. Then no, they're probably going to tell you no right away. But if you reach out to them and you're so excited, and the verbiage doesn't matter. It does not matter if you say, I just started a new business with Arbonne. I'm working really hard to earn a free vacation. Arbonne just launched a new trip. None of that matters. What matters is how you're asking and your excitement level, because that's what people are going to feed off of. And decide today that you're going to do something fun on Small Business Saturday, on Black Friday. Put those specials out there. But also, you guys, keep it super savvy and don't be posting like all over your social media that you're having this crazy sale, because that is when people will turn and run from you. So don't do it. If you're going to post something on social media, be willing to like give out a ton of samples. Like, just be willing to give free stuff to people, to bless people. You can have a fun raffle. But if you are posting on Black Friday, like I get emails from Carter's Kids Clothes all the time, like every day. I'm like, okay, Carter's, I don't need any clothes today. But you know what, you guys, sometimes that's what we do on our Facebook. And people are like, Whitney, I don't need Arbonne today. Like, I'm okay. So you have to make sure that you're being tactful about it. And if that part of Arbonne confuses you, or social media, talk to your upline, because I promise you, like, we're here to help with that. But there are some really fun and cool things that you can do and put out there to other people, and market your business in a savvy way.
And I'm pretty sure the party I met, well, I know it was like December 5th. So I met Carleeta at a December holiday party, and I'm pretty sure that I know the gal who hosted the party for her was a rehost. She had hosted a party for her, right, Carly, in the beginning of your business? And then I think, Carleeta, didn't you say, I think I remember you telling me this, that you asked her, you're like, I really want to earn a trip, and December's the month, so I need you to do it in the month of December, or something like that. And sure enough, she didn't. Oh my gosh, she had like 25 people there. So I think we just tell ourselves that those things don't work.
And it's just a matter of how excited you are. Like you guys have said, it's passion and it's your belief of what you're doing. like I told Sherry, like, what do you think you're doing to people when you have a party? I mean, do you think something bad, or do you really believe that what we have is good? I want to just add something that I just has hit me really recently in all of my almost 15 years here, is the difference between, I see like what I did and other people do that are successful versus people that come in here and they hit at it. You know, they kind of jab at Arbonne, but they don't run with it. And I will tell you what it is, you guys, and you can ask yourself, this isn't anything you have to say on here, but ask yourself, whenever I came into Arbonne, I didn't know if it was going to work for me or not, but what I set out to do was prove them right. Mm-hmm. I didn't set out to prove them wrong. And I think so many times people come into businesses like this and they come in here trying to prove it wrong, that things like this don't work. Things like this are too good to be true and all of that. And you guys, I wanted it to work so bad. I wanted to believe that it worked. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do every single thing I possibly can to make sure that I am making this work. And if it does work, it's going to work for me. And I went to prove it right. I didn't work to prove it wrong. And it's the same thing as like a success cycle. But I would just ask you to ask yourself, are you trying to prove it right that you could win a trip to Jamaica next year and be RVP walking the stage by April next year and making $4,000 to $10,000 a month? Or are you trying to prove it wrong? Okay. And saying, see, no one never ever wins these trips, or I never win these trips. Are you proving it right, or are you proving it wrong? Right.
It's a gut check. Well, thank you, Whitney. Thank you, everyone. And you guys, let's rock this holiday season like no other, to prove it everyone right. And just to go out there and really just be grateful for the privilege that we have to build a business like this, and to be able to share it with others. It's a powerful gift, you guys, that we have. We love you all, and we'll see you next week. Next week is the night before Thanksgiving. We do have a Zoom, but it will be short because we have some fun Black Friday announcements and some fun ideas for last minute Black Friday special. So you guys make it a great week, and can't wait to see you all next week. Love you all.